very clear-minded.
Which means I'll you up even more because I'm drunk.
But hold up.
Aries Spears is seriously wilding right now. He's out here talking about pulling up on Michael Jai White. Yeah, the Michael Jai White. The dude's not just an actor, he's a legit martial arts beast who's trained in multiple fighting styles and starred in action flicks like Spawn.
Yeah, but he turned in hella dramatic performances.
Has he?
Yeah, Boys in
you're right. Yeah, but Boys in the Hood. You're right.
Higher Learning. Is it
Higher Learning? Yep. No, you're right.
Yeah. So I would damn sure take him off that list.
What is Aries even thinking? So here's how this mess started. Aries jumped on yet another rant and decided to go after Ice Cube of all people. He straight up said Cube is overrated, dragged his acting, and questioned why anyone even sees him as a legend anymore. That was already enough to tick off a lot of folks. But then Michael Jai White stepped in. Michael wasn't having it. He backed Cube and made it real clear. Cube earned his spot, built his own legacy from music to movies, and didn't ride nobody's coattails. Solid. But apparently Aries didn't take kindly to that. Word on the street is he started popping off saying Michael should stay in his lane and hinting that he's not afraid to pull up if it gets serious.
Michael Jai White, he has perfect technique.
Now I'm gonna throw 3 jabs. Don't let me hit him. Don't let me hit your hand. You ready? Yeah. That's 1, 2. Okay, now here's the 3rd one. Don't let me hit it. Ready? Yeah.
Like, bro, what lane? Michael Jai White is out here throwing kicks that could knock out your soul. Let's keep it real. Aries is a comedian. Michael is a full-blown martial arts expert. He once made knocking out Kimbo Slice look real in a movie. This ain't the guy you throw threats at unless you're trying to wake up in a hospital bed. And let's not forget, Aries already got rocked in the head once during a radio interview. Guess some people never learn. Subscribe to Juicy Reel for more wild celeb drama like this. So yeah, this whole thing.
Name to me rappers who are better than the ones I just said.
For me, if I'm going, Ice Cube is a motherfucking lyricist.
I can't stand Ice Cube.
That's crazy.
I'm not a fan of him lyrically or acting-wise.
Really?
It stopped being about Ice Cube a long time ago. Now it's about Aries Spears' ego spiraling out of control. A man clawing for relevance, throwing shots just to get noticed, even if he's aiming at legends. Let's rewind for a sec before we break down the drama with Michael Jai White. First, you need to understand Aries' wild, one-sided beef with Ice Cube. It all started when Aries popped up on Big Boy's Hangout and went off. He didn't just say Cube was overrated, he trashed the man hard. Aries claimed Ice Cube doesn't hold up as a rapper or an actor anymore, and he said Cube's flow and lyrics are weak compared to today's artists or even some of the OGs he came up with. And when it comes to acting, Aries straight up said Cube's got zero range, that he plays the same dude in every single movie. Same face, same vibe every time, according to Aries. But wait, it gets worse. Aries wasn't just critiquing skills, he went full disrespect. Dude actually said he can't stand Ice Cube. That's personal. Then he came for Cube's pen game, saying his songwriting is mid, and even dragged the legendary track, It Was a Good Day. Now hold up. If you know hip-hop even a little bit, you know that joint is considered one of the greatest of all time. But Aries, he said that song so bad it makes him want to shoot the radio. What kind of take is that? Oh, and he didn't stop there. He came for No Vaseline too, another straight-up West Coast anthem. And when Big Boy called him out like, "You sound like a hater," Aries denied it all, said he doesn't even know why people call him that. Like, bro, you're dissing 2 of the most iconic tracks in West Coast history and wondering why people say you hate? This ain't about opinion anymore. It's giving pure salt. Why? Because this is classic Aries Spears energy. Stir up the mess, throw shade, and then act all confused when folks start checking him. But this time, Aries didn't just drop some wild takes about music. Nah, he straight up said he can't stand Ice Cube. That's not just an opinion, that's pure hate. And yeah, that rubbed people the wrong way. You can't come at someone like Cube with that kind of heat and expect folks to just sit quiet. The backlash came quick and loud. And guess what? Ice Cube clapped back. During a radio interview, Cube didn't hold back. He straight up called Aries a sucker. Shots fired. But let's not forget who we're talking about here. Ice Cube ain't just a rapper who made it big in movies. He's a trailblazer, a real one. This man kicked down doors in Hollywood for black artists and built an empire while doing it. Cube co-wrote and starred in Boys in the Hood, a film that changed the culture. Then he went on to create hits like Friday, Barbershop, and Are We There Yet through his own production company. This dude didn't just act, he created space for others to shine too. From giving Chris Tucker his breakout role to consistently casting talents like Mike Epps, Keke Palmer, and Tracy Morgan, Cube's been about uplifting the community. He made it normal for hip-hop artists to step into acting without getting clowned for it. That transition, he made it look effortless, but he opened that path for everybody else. And so when Aries tries to come for Cube like he's just some washed-up celeb, nah, people ain't having it, and they shouldn't. Hit that subscribe on Juicy Reel, cause this drama's far from over. See, this wasn't just some random jab at Ice Cube anymore. It started to feel like Aries was taking shots at a whole legacy. Cube built a blueprint that helped a lot of artists level up. So when Aries came at him like that, it felt way deeper than just beef. And that's when Michael Jai White stepped in. Now, Michael don't usually get caught up in internet mess. He stays focused, keeps it classy, but this time, he made an exception. He went on Vlad TV and stood 10 toes down for Ice Cube. Michael reminded everyone that Cube ain't just another rapper who slid into acting. He created his own lane and proved he's got way more range than people give him credit for. Even when Vlad tried to stir the pot, low-key shading Cube's acting, Michael wasn't having it. He shut it all down and said something real. Cube's no worse than half the actors Hollywood praises. And coming from Michael Jai White, that hits different. The man's got credentials. He's a professional martial artist, a successful actor, and he's worked with all kinds of rapper-turned-actors. He knows what it takes to make that leap from music to movies, and he knows it ain't easy. But instead of backing off, Aries doubled down. And that's when he started popping off talking about pulling up on Michael Jai White. Seriously? You're gonna threaten a dude who could literally break bricks with his elbows? Still, Michael didn't take the bait. He kept it cool and said something along the lines of, "If there's a problem, you know where to find me." No drama, no shouting, just solid, calm energy from a man who knows he doesn't have to flex. And then came the backpedaling. Aries tried to clean it all up, calling Cube and Michael suckers, but also claiming he didn't mean any disrespect and just that he's not a fan. Like, bro, that ain't what you were saying earlier. But let's not forget, Aries didn't just say he wasn't a fan, he said he can't stand Ice Cube. So this was never just about music taste or movie roles, it was personal. And what makes Michael Jai White's defense of Cube hit even harder, the fact that Aries got a history and not the kind you just brush off. See, Aries Spears isn't just known for messy rants and bad takes, he's got some serious baggage. Back in 2022, he and Tiffany Haddish were slapped with a major lawsuit. The claim that they allegedly forced a young brother and sister to perform inappropriate acts in a so-called comedy skit titled Through a Pedo's Eyes. Yeah, it was exactly as messed up as it sounds. The skit ended up being removed from the Funny or Die platform, and the company was quick to distance themselves. They called it disgusting and made it crystal clear they had nothing to do with producing it. Both Aries and Tiffany denied the allegations, and their reps claimed the whole lawsuit was just a money grab. But here's the thing, Tiffany later apologized. She said she regretted ever being a part of that mess. Aries? Not even close. He defended it. He doubled down and acted like the skit was being misunderstood. No apology, no remorse. And if you've ever seen even a clip of that video, you know, there's nothing funny, clever, or thought-provoking about it. It's uncomfortable, it's disturbing, and it crossed the line by miles. Intent don't matter when the final result leaves real people scarred. Whether or not the family wanted money doesn't erase what happened on that set. So when Aries steps up trying to tear down legends like Cube, with that history hanging over him, people remember, and they're not letting it slide. So here's the real contrast. On one side, you've got Aries Spears, surrounded by shady allegations and always caught in some kind of weird behavior. On the other, Michael Jai White, a man known for staying grounded, disciplined, and respected in the industry. And let's be real, in Hollywood, a clean rep like Michael's is rare, especially for someone who's been in the game for decades. That's probably why Michael doesn't get the spotlight he deserves. He ain't fake, he's not playing politics, he's just real. And sometimes too real for Hollywood's phony crowd. And you know what? Ice Cube fits that same mold. Just like Michael, Cube's got no scandals tied to his name, no shady headlines, no creepy accusations, no Me Too drama, nothing. In a place where skeletons be falling out of closets left and right, Cube's been solid. No exes dragging him, no co-stars airing out dirty stories, nothing. He's been married to the same woman, Kimberly, since 1992. That's over 3 decades of holding it down in the spotlight without a single public mess. And that's what makes Aries' disrespect toward Cube look even more wild. Cube didn't just build a legacy in music and film, he built a life with no chaos, no broken bridges, just pure consistency. Meanwhile, Aries out here known more for beefs and burning connections than building anything lasting. Let's be honest, Aries got talent, sure. His impressions are sharp, but he's never been known as a cultural force. He ain't opened doors, he ain't shifted the game. He hasn't put others on or used his platform to build anything greater than himself. Unlike Cube, Aries never created anything that changed the culture. That's the real difference. And it's why this whole situation just keeps getting more ironic by the minute. Smash that subscribe on Juicy Reel to keep riding the wave. We're just getting started. And now here we are. Aries Spears caught in yet another mess of his own making, and instead of owning it or backing down, he's out here throwing shade at 2 respected figures who never even came for him first. It's wild when you think about it. Both Michael Jai White and Ice Cube built their lanes without drama, without clout chasing, and without disrespecting others to stay relevant. Meanwhile, Aries keeps making noise, but for all the wrong reasons. Let's be real, Aries has had chances. He's been on major platforms, he's done stand-up, he's had moments where he could have evolved, grown, maybe even reinvented himself. But what does he do instead? He burns it down every time. Whether it's beefing with legends, defending that nasty skit, or just popping off in interviews, he's stuck in this cycle of self-sabotage. Michael Jai White, he could have humiliated Aries publicly. He didn't. He took the high road. He defended Cube with facts, not insults. And Cube, man, Cube didn't even flinch. He called it for what it was, Aries being a sucker, and kept it moving. That's boss energy right there. It's not about being perfect. It's about how you carry yourself when the spotlight hits. And Aries, every time he gets a little shine, he uses it to drag others down instead of lifting anything up. And look, people notice that. Fans aren't dumb. They see who's solid and who's messy. They remember who's built something meaningful and who's just loud on podcasts and interviews. So now the real question is, where does Aries even go from here? Because one thing's for sure, the industry's watching, and so are we. Now here's where things get even crazier. Instead of letting the whole situation cool off, Aries Spears is out here doubling down again. Like, bro, haven't you done enough damage to your own name already? After catching heat from fans, Michael Jai White, and Ice Cube himself, most people would lay low, maybe reflect, or even clean up their act. But not Aries. He's been jumping into random interviews, dropping passive-aggressive comments, and throwing slick shots like he's still in control of the narrative, except he's not. What's wild is that Aries seems to think this is helping him, like he's proving a point or reclaiming some kind of lost spotlight. But all he's really doing is reminding everyone of why he keeps falling off. It's not the industry's fault. It's not some conspiracy. It's his own attitude. Meanwhile, Michael Jai White continues to be a class act, letting the facts speak. He hasn't made this personal. He didn't throw low blows or go off online. He simply pointed out that Cube deserves respect and that this fake tough guy energy from Aries don't fly with grown men who've actually earned their stripes. And Ice Cube, man, he's unbothered. Still working, still building, still holding it down with decades of success behind him. No scandal, no public breakdowns, no cheap drama for clicks. That's the difference. Aries is stuck chasing moments while Cube and Michael built legacies. And no amount of shouting or interviews can erase that. But who knows? Maybe this is Aries' rock bottom, or maybe he's just getting started on another spiral. Either way, the internet's watching, and so are we. Let's keep it all the way real. Aries Spears doesn't have the legacy, the cultural impact, or the platform to be coming for Ice Cube like this. He's not in the same league, not even close. But here's the wildest twist in the whole saga. Aries still ain't backing down. It's just been confirmed. Dude is planning to drop a whole comedy special aimed directly at Ice Cube, Michael Jai White, and anyone else who dared to check him. Yeah, you read that right. Instead of stepping back and letting the dust settle, he's trying to roast two respected legends and turn the backlash into stand-up material. But here's the real question. Will his career survive this? It's one thing to say you're not into Cube's movies or his music. That's just opinion. But Aries didn't stop there. He mocked, disrespected, and made it personal. He's out here making threats, talking about pulling up on Michael Jai White, a trained martial artist and one of the calmest, most respected dudes in the game. Like, what is he doing? At this point, it doesn't even look like Aries is trying to win. It looks like he's trying to self-destruct. And honestly, he might just be getting himself erased from the algorithm. This ain't edgy, this ain't brave, this is a full-on crash out in real time. And if that comedy special drops and bombs, that might be the final nail. So, is Aries digging his own grave in public, or does he have one last play left? Stick with Juicy Reels, smash that subscribe button, and we'll keep you posted as this whole situation spirals even further.